Is that a good enough throat clear? I feel like that doesn't count because I like forced it. It has to be a natural throat clear. Otherwise, I'm just gonna do it again. You know what I mean? Here it is, baby. 64 heat has been beaten yet again, despite our best knowledge. Our best knowledge? I don't know. 64 heat has been beaten again. It's actually the third person who have beaten it, I believe. This is by PlayAd. We got permission to watch this video and react and kind of commentate over it and see how it got done. It is with aspect of Rama, too, which is the crazy thing, right? That is the wildest part of this. PlayAd is a pretty well-known player in the community, good friend of ours and of the channel. Happy for them. They had beaten 64 heat modded in other ways, too, prior to this. Thus, they didn't come out of the woodwork. It wasn't, like, random, you know what I mean? This isn't some unknown player who came out and has a video of them beating 64 heat. It was pretty much already proven years ago that PlayAd had the capability of beating 64 heat. It just, the stars had to align for the RNG and get the build that is needed to actually make it happen, especially with aspect of Rama. That's the most exciting part here. All right, so for this video, I am going to be possibly pausing, commentating, so please do me a favor. Don't just react to the, don't just support my video, but also support PlayAd's video. There will be a link in the description. Please go show them some love, hit like, hit a comment, show them some support, you know what I mean? And plus, if you just want to see the uncut footage without my annoying commentary, that's the place to go. Tell them Haelian stuff to tell them, I don't know, what's a good comment? Say, go Team Gorgonzola or something like that. Anyway, let's get on the run. Let's check it out, okay? Let's see. I assume the death will be shown here. It does look that way. So there's not much to talk about setup because reminder for 64 heat. There is no mirror. All that's off. There's no death defiances. There's no healing. You do not get to pick your boons. You simply get what you get. You have no rolls as well there. Aspect of Rama, in case you don't know what it does, it is the hidden bow aspect. And it will allow you to tag a bunch of enemies by using the special, and thus you kind of get more hits that way. We're starting with Artemis's keepsake. We also have Meg Summon. I don't know what I would have guessed, but I probably wouldn't have guessed that Artemis would be the start here, to be honest. I'm not certain what I should have guessed, but I guess it wasn't Artemis. Because I almost would have assumed that you would need something like Zeus or Dionysus on the special in order to clear damage control and actually tag a bunch of enemies and stuff like that. Wow, we start with Hunter Dash, even. I guess it's good enough. So we always knew Aspect of Rama was really, really powerful. You can get a lot of damage on it, that's for sure. And the hammers are really strong. But the problem is, even more so than with Zeus Shield, which was the other weapon that 64 heat has been cleared with, unmodded, unseeded. You would need the stars to align even harder, I assume. You know what I mean? I think so, at least. We didn't do the math for Rama when we first tried to figure this out. Always dash striking with Rama? Yeah. So with one dash, that's usually one of the problems, and it was kind of surmised that when you only have one dash, extreme measures for Hades might not be possible. Oh, twin shot. Okay. That's really important. Doubles your attack damage right then and there. An Arabescate? I'm quite shocked. Never thought I'd see an Arabescate here. All right, I wonder if... Is PlayAd's pondering their decision here, I wonder? Maybe they're nervous because they know they have a really good start here. I can imagine, right? It's not every day that you actually get an opener like this, probably. There's probably at least one other plausible hammer to start with, which I assume is triple shot, but that requires you to be up close to enemies. I don't know. Twin shot allows you to have some range, reduced range, but some at least, right? Wow, they got to take it quite safe, quite slowly here. That's the reason why Arabescates are quite scary, not just because, A, you might hail it, but also you kind of got to take it more slowly. They did earn a single roll. Oh, they didn't get what they wanted. Wow. They earned a single roll by picking up a key prior to that. Oh, this looks like a nice chamber. It will hopefully be fast. What was I saying? They earned a single roll, and it was Artemis. I didn't get to see what the Arabescate was. And I'm guessing they were hoping to get the attack from her, but we didn't get it. Holy shit, this room is a nightmare. Into a call boon. This is fascinating because the luck hasn't... I mean, you got Twin Shot on here, but this is not perfect RNG by any stretch, right? Holy God. Rama is a weapon of patience, I think, in many ways. You gotta sit there and tag the enemies. Not to mention how long it takes to actually get a power shot with the attack. Like, it really tests you, and you really gotta get... You gotta get focused in on it. And know exactly when to release. Dionysus here. So you'd hope for the special to help wear out the wards more easily. What do we got? Oh! Special. Okay. That's really important. It probably does some damage. You do need some free chambers here in order to beat the deadline as well, right? So you probably need this founder. I wonder how close the deadline's going to be with this. Rama arguably outputs more damage than Zeus here, potentially, I would guess. Can't even read the boon info this fast. I'm imagining, I mean, I don't know how many attempts it took them, but once you kind of... After the first 1,000 attempts, you know, you probably you just don't want to really think that hard about anything, unless, like, you know, in the final zone or something here. You know what I mean? Yeah, we skipped the Chaos Gate. That makes sense. Chaos is too dangerous for this generally. I mean, maybe as like a Hail Mary, and you know you're gonna hit the timer kind of situation. Chaos must be too dangerous here. No rolls. Approval process on. Well, you might have a roll. Approval process on. Not to mention you can't get the health back that you lose from taking the Chaos Gate. It appears as though we've only taken one hit so far. Now, my big question for this is going to be if we get more dashes from Hermes or not. Because I would have guessed that it's semi-mandatory to survive Hades with the double spins from him. I guess we'll have to find out, you know? Money. You take the rolls always and forever. So we have a dash boon. No Athena dash crutch. You can't even get Athena's call either. Well, you might sell Artemis's call, actually. That's probably what you sell, right? It would appear this way. These chambers feel like they're taking a while. Yeah, I mean, the timer's tight. Over the 4-minute mark. 4:10. It's definitely close. That's interesting. I can definitely imagine not buying the Palm there. And maybe not buying the Mystery Boon. I can't remember, in Hades 1, can you get Hermes from a Mystery Boon? I can't recall. That's smart using the special to eliminate the projectiles from Electo there. Clever, right? Because there's no mirror, there's no boiling blood, so lodging a cast here is not really necessary. By the way. No, you can't. No Hermes from a mystery sack. Okay. Whew. 13 seconds on the clock. Well, 12 seconds, basically. This is also the worst for the timer. Now, I wonder how much PlayAd is freaking out right now. I wonder how much they know. There was quite a few hits taken. Rip the call. Yeah, not much you can do. I don't even know. You probably could take that, and then you put the tooth on for the rest. Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. There's an Erebus gate. I wonder if they can't consider it. You probably don't when there's max health on the door. If there was double max health, I wonder if it would have been worth considering. I'm not sure, really.
That's what you get.
God, these witches without Athena's dash. Quite frightening, right? Quite frightening. Oh, another 10 hit. I'm so scared, but I know the outcome ahead of time, right? I can't help it. I know the outcome ahead of time. It's just, it's so much more painful when you know for every single hit you take, you aren't getting it back, right? You know, this is one hit from Hades from death right now already, right? You think we're gonna lose the tooth here? Maybe. And then are we going Acorn after that? Could be. Oh! This is so hard. This is so hard. With one dash, I can't even say anything. I'm too nervous. I don't even know what this... Wow, we lost the tooth this early. So that was mandatory to survive here. Wow. Fascinating, huh? There it is. Okay. That was interesting. That was interesting. That's big. That's big. Is this what cures the run, basically? Going for Artemis attack? No, not again. Let's go, baby. Crits are a really big deal. Crits are a really big deal because crits deal triple damage in this game. You have to remember. Triple damage. What? Okay. Kind of forgot we even had Meg at this point. Mostly as a timer solution, right? Okay. We're through it. Hydraulic Might is fine, of course. That's probably cell bait, if anything. That's what you're hoping for, right? There are 5 boons right now, I think? I think there's 5 boons. And that's kind of scary, right? Because what if they don't get the proper sell well thing or whatever? Hit Drunken Flourish. Max health forever and always, I'm guessing. Was it mandatory for Zeus special to be epic for Zeus shield? I know Angelic said that... I think they said that probably. I think that was given a probably or something like that, if I recall. I might go over it vaguely in the video. The old video now. That's been too long now. Have to use a roll in the cell. Well, yeah, that would hit pretty hard, right? That'd be pretty painful, but you gotta do what you gotta do, probably. That's gonna be more important. You kind of got what you need. You just pray that the second hammer is something sexy. Rarity might actually not be as important here. Don't want the special damage. Don't want the Meg, huh? There's Athena, though. Baby. Oh, man, I'm kind of forgetful. Ooh. Does the Athena call open up the Death Defiance? I can't remember. Actually, I don't really remember how the Death Defiance works from Athena at 64. Can you even get it? Oh no, the first attack missed, I think. You can get it if you have an empty slot from the tooth. Oh, gotcha. But there is a prerequisite for it now, right? Great learning fight so far. This is a lot of damage, right? I would love to know, like, what kind of runs lived and died. You know, were there some close calls? That kind of thing. Oh my god. Making me sweat. Good amount of time saved here, though. Right? Minute 24 on the clock. That's actually pretty solid, but Elysium is where the timer's really the hardest. What are we selling? Has to be the call, right? You know, you have Hydraulic Might to sell, potentially. If you roll, you can get really scammed. And then we go straight to 2 thing. That makes sense. Not the God Pool you'd imagine for 64. Dio actually kind of makes sense. I mean, I'm kind of surprised we started with Artemis. Like I said, I think applying like Hangover to some foes here in order to take off the wards more quickly and actually just eliminate some small enemies like this could be actually important. I think when we beat like 50 Fiorama, this is actually how I basically did it. I don't remember if Zeus or Theo, but yeah. Tried for 10 days, about 20 attempts every day. Oh! Oh, here it comes. Here she comes. Does it happen? So what are we hoping for here? Perfect shot, maybe? Just for the boss damage? Or would you rather... What's it called? Blank shot? Point blank shot. Might be point. Because then that way you don't have to get a perfect shot, which is probably really tough. You know, well, I always found it kind of hard to have the time to do a perfect shot with Rama, especially with double forced overtime on, right?
It's just the edge.
Perfect shot. Okay. No Chaos Gate, but we go to the shop here. How mandatory is Patty, I wonder?
Give me a better boon.
We're gonna go Athena, huh? But you can't get a DD, but I guess you could ask for the callback. Ooh, very, very quick fight. Think about how much faster this is than the Minotaur right now.
Won't catch this soul, thanks.
The cast is actually okay as an emergency deflect. That max health in the Erebus Gate. I wonder if Play was tempted by it. I don't know if he has the time. Uh-oh. Oh, God, what a nightmare. Oh, my God. Oh, I'd be dead. I'd already be dead. It'd be over for me. Slow. I'd say slow and steady, but you can't play slowly at the same time, right? I think one of the big questions we'd always get was, what if you, like, did max heat but no timer? It's like, I mean, sure. It's pretty much just as plausible as this, but it's probably way less fun. To get stuck in this room and then not have enough damage to clear it relatively quickly. I don't really know how plausible... I don't know if anyone would really want to bother to grind that at that point.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, so Hunter's Mark would be the best. She's back, baby! Well, it's cell fodder, right? For the cell well. What was the second hammer? It was perfect shot. So you get a 150% damage bonus on your attack if you do a perfect shot with the attack. Well, I guess I pretty much just repeated that. Yeah, that was a rough chamber for sure. Took a long time. It's Artemis's call. Any call boon is generally very helpful here, though. Any call boon is quite helpful. Because it does actually provide some iframes when you use it. It's almost like an extra dash in that sense. Is it over? These chambers feel so long, don't they? Extra meg? I think they thought... Oh, they took some... Oh! They took the mystery item and got a Centaur Soul, which gives them plus 25 max health. But wait, that doesn't do anything. Oh, Hyper Sprint is huge. But wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. Centaur Soul doesn't do anything when you have no healing, though. Correct, Amundo? Yeah, you don't get any of the HP from it. So I wonder, what were they hoping for there? Attack damage, maybe? Yeah, I guess the attack jerky, right? Attack speed? No, there's no attack speed. That's the only thing I can imagine. Whoa. What keepsake is that? Acorn? Is that what we called it? Getting a lot of swordsmen is bad, generally, in the game. Ooh. Because you get a lot of them. Like, you get several waves, typically. And they just take forever. Bowmen, too. But I think the swords are the worst. You know it's a bad omen, in other words, when a room opens with a lot of swordsmen. God, a lot of waves. Timer's still tight as all hell. That's for sure. Is that it? For shopping? Already? So no Patty, right? Yeah, we didn't get Patty. They actually have 467 obols. But they chose to take the free palm. I wonder what they're hoping to buy. Wow, no Patty, but we did get a fountain. Got the good mini-boss. Ooh, big chunks right away. The damage has really come together. I wonder if you could have done this even if the second hammer wasn't perfect, but you'd probably have to get some luckier, like, chambers for the timer, if I were to guess. Wow, did you see that? As the Minotaur's landing, he used the call to avoid the damage, the iframes from the call. Charging up. Then here's Meg here. Wait a minute. Did we just forget the Meg at the start? I wasn't even paying attention. Did we just forget the Meg at the start? Oh, wait. Maybe you kind of can't Meg with, not consistently when you have double damage control on.
Should I take the
Rip the call again. Goodbye. Trap damage, interestingly. Only 37 seconds on the clock. Speed through phase 2. Well, at the start of the fight is when you can hit them both. Like, it's guaranteed if you just hit the right combination of buttons, and it's not particularly difficult to do either. So it could just be the concern was he couldn't knock off the damage control quickly enough and summon Meg all at once. Are we gonna say 2 sack is basically mandatory to have enough time for this? I'm not sure. We'll have to see how much time is left at the end of it. You're really, I'm gonna assume that you're really, really praying for some attack jerky. You probably don't Meg in this room, because that mini boss has very little HP compared to some others. There might be better places to save Meg for, in other words. Nice. Although we did get a lot of rats here. Nice. Pretty quick.
power of Olympus?
Terrible. Horrible palm.
Better blessing.
Possibly the worst palm?
I'm back.
So you just go money here again. So you do the 2 mini bosses first in case you don't get the sack. Because these fights are much, much faster than if you had to fight a normal wave of enemies. Any room strat that has better odds of the sack, or is it just 1 out of 6 GG? So the game doesn't actually calculate where the sack is ahead of time. So it's not like the game determines, okay, it's in door number 3 as soon as you enter Styx. Nice, it's a 2 sack. It starts off at roughly a 50% chance to get the sack at the end of the second path. Big palm on the attack. Okay, into Artemis with nothing. It's kind of dangerous to roll here, because what if it swaps something? Although it's only the
Blessings, maybe.
cast or the special. Okay. It's about a 50% chance to get the sack at the end of the second path. And then it increases for each path after that. I think by the end of the third, it's at like 75% chance or something like that. 340 is a lot on Rama. 3 minutes 44 is good. We'll see how close the timer is. But here it comes. I had a feeling there's no way we could have done this without a double dash, because the double spin is just too much, right? I don't think you can avoid it. Maybe with a callback. I'm not sure, though. So you can just iframe through his spin move. It's not too difficult. You can do it with 1 dash, but because he does a double spin in this, I don't think the dash is up quickly enough to be able to do it for each one. I'm not positive, though. No dual boons. You don't really need them. You just need a solid build. It's the hammers, really, that are doing most of the heavy lifting. Oh. No butterflies. Full acorn is still up, by the way. We didn't get butterflies, right? Butterflies would have been quite dangerous for the acorn. You do got, these are still kind of the better mini bosses you could hope for here, I would argue. Oh, there goes 1 acorn. Woo! You want to get through the end of phase 1 as quickly as possible. This is probably the most dangerous part of the fight, is right now. There's just so much shit. No sneak either. I hate the sneak. Phase 2 is actually pretty laid back. Wow, even taking the time here. Using that line of sight. Getting rid of the skulls. Letting him do this. Getting rid of some pots. Even squeezing in a special in between. On occasion. So Dad has one of two possible moves at the end of his little combo there. He can either throw his spear at you or he can do a spin. So you gotta be prepared for either. Here comes Serbs. This is a nice little corner. Pause strat buffs to make sure you don't stay in the circles because you do not get a long time to do that. Very little pause buffering actually used in this whole run. Oh! Oh! How much did one of those pots steal, by the way? 150, I think. Two acorns down. We have 2 charges left. And those pots have kind of janky hitboxes, too. Like, his lasers might hit, his lasers might not hit. Oh, my God. Phase 3. 50 seconds left.
This is it.
And now he might heal. Not even going to try to break that pot. You probably have more damage. He knew that he had more damage than he could heal. Okay. Pause buffer for the darkness there. 30 seconds left. Oh! 10 seconds. Come on, Dad. I think he always does the spear throw. Wow, huge crit at the end, and it's over.
Why? I was much stronger.
Well done, well done. Huge congrats
Boy.
to PlayAd on this humongous victory. 3 seconds left on tight deadline. No hits taken against Hades. No hits taken. 1 left on the acorn right there. 1 left on the acorn. Absolutely insane. Wow, wait, hold on. I wasn't done looking at the build play. In case you missed any of it. The big things were definitely Artemis attack, Artemis dash, twin shot, perfect shot. I mean, you kind of needed almost every boon that they actually had here, practically. The Dio special was big. The extra dash from Hermes was possibly mandatory. Maybe hyper sprint is a substitute, but getting both is obviously huge. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely insane. Huge congrats to PlayAd. Remember, check out their own video, please. Show them some love. Like, comment, subscribe to their video. You know, let's spread the love. Let's be a nice community. Let's make sure that we spread the joy around. Thank you so much for watching.